right, so put your hands like this, like you're making a silhouette of a bird. All right, and then you're gonna put your hands on here like this, but you gotta turn on the wheel first. So go ahead and take your hand, okay, good. All right, and then I'm gonna hold your hands through this. Sometimes that happens. Turn your wheel on again. Sometimes like the finger gets caught up in here. Slow it down just a little bit. There you go. We gotta keep this. We gotta keep this one. All right. This one I gotta glaze and trim, and I'm gonna give it back to you. You wanna make another one? All right, let's try it again. Good, and slowly start to bring your hands up. Perfect, that's good. All right, so now we gotta do that one more time, all right? Ooh, I should have like a family night where I get everybody together because we got like 20 wheels. ¿Ah? No, porque me olvidé una silla. And then I was sitting like this. I was like, oh, my back hurts. And I would look over there, it was a TV. So I said, yeah. Okay, pa. Okay, te cuida.
My name is Albert.
Albert? Yeah. All right. Gracias, mucho gusto. I see the act of making pots as a metaphor for my life. Somehow taking the ground that we walk on into something that we eat from, something that we prize, something that we wait all day and search for the perfect spot for. I put my face on pots because I want to put my face in a place it doesn't belong. I want you to get used to it. 100 years from now, I want a lot of people of color to be on pots so that you see it every day and you become comfortable with it. There's all this trash in Philadelphia, and I grew up as a graffiti artist, and I would paint, and the city would cover up my paintings. Instead of removing the trash, they would paint over what I did. And that was another lesson, that the things I was doing was some sort of threat. It was actually a positive thing, and it was within my power to sort of create change somehow. The most intense part of my art making was when I was in graduate school, and my brother was locked up at the time. And I had this moment where I got on the phone with him, and he shared a story that maybe about a week into his time, he got put into solitary confinement. So they found like a blade in his locker, which wasn't his, and but they didn't want to believe him, you know? I mean, the whole reason he was there to begin with was because people just saw him like another Puerto Rican. He never really had a chance. Just thinking about him being in that cell while I'm doing the thing that I want to do really haunted me. When I was in graduate school, one of the things that kind of got me over that hump was he wrote me a letter, and in the letter, he sort of talked a little bit about overcoming obstacles and how, like, you know, nothing's ever gonna hold him down. And he was just so strong. And at the end of the letter, he wrote, without wax. And I was a little confused because it sounded familiar, but at the bottom, he wrote, look it up. And so I did, and I found out that without wax meant with all sincerity. It was sort of like a way that sculptors would sign their name to, you know, say like, hey, I made this without wax.
I know you out there chasing your dream, and I wouldn't have it no other way. I hope when I get out, we can make up for lost times. Till we meet again, all eyes on you. And remember, your big bro's a boss. And bosses can profit off any failure. Love, Lugo, without wax. Look it up.
I love that he was teaching me something from prison, you know? And like now he's doing really good. You know, he's got a baby girl, he's got his own barbershop, and you know, I don't have that burden on me anymore, but I feel like there's more people like my brother, right? And I could ignore the problem and just say, you know, that's somebody else's to deal with because my situation is better, or I could try to put myself back into that place and realize that this is still going on. And, what do I do about it? Like, the only thing I know how to do right now is to make pots. You're always so confident and believed in yourself. You could be anything. And I felt that. Like, I wanted to be just like that, Everywhere I went, people would recognize me as Lil Louie's brother, and I was so proud of that. It's the only thing I wanted to be. No matter what I do in life, I wish I could be you. Anything you would ever do, you'd be good at it, And I think that's where I get all my inspiration from. Like, I chose to be a potter, but, because of what you taught me, I feel like I could have chosen to be anything and have been good at it, Because I just fake like I'm you and do that thing like you would. I don't know why you proud of me for. I feel so fake all the time making pottery, like I'm gonna do something with it, Like, what's making a pot gonna do for anybody in the hood? Like, what's a pot gonna do to, like, prevent you from, getting in the space that you would, I don't think you needed to change. I think everybody else needed to change. I don't think pots are shit. I don't know, it's just what I know how to do, And, like, I feel as if it's just hustle. Like, being from Philly is just hustle. And it doesn't matter what you chose, what path you chose. Because if I take that grind that you got for all the things that you've done, if I take that and I apply to anything, I'll be all right. They don't like it when you come up. They don't like it when you hustle. Because for people, it seems like in order to be successful, somebody else has got to fail, But I never see you knock anybody else down. You're just trying to have yours. I completely believe in the power that somehow myself and the people in this room can kill hate. By allowing children from everywhere to have access to clay. By allowing them to get on the wheel and fail. Then go home later that day and look at a mug and see how perfect it is and drink out of it. And say, how did someone make this so perfect? And then look at the walls around them and say, someone made that way. The floors. Everything around you changes when you're able to fail, when you have access to an education in the arts.